Okay, this is video part 2. In part 1, we showed you how to collect spores and make a spore print. And what we're going to do today is show you how to process those spores, get them ready to sow, and sow them in a container so you can grow your own ferns. All right, so I have 2 spore prints here for demonstration. This is a weedy fern called Cristella dentata or Thelipteris dentata. It makes black spores. And then moving down the table, I have another species. This is Tectaria heracleofolia, and it makes brown spores. And a very important point here is that any spore print, some more than others, is going to contain quite a bit of sporangia. Now, sporangia are the spore cases that the spores came out of, and they're essentially inert material that if you sow it into a box, it's just going to rot and grow fungus. So I'm going to dump the sporangia into a trash can, and I'll have a series of kind of tapping and shimmying and show you how to separate one from the other. Okay, now you've got your spores all in one place, and the last thing to do is sow them. You just need a container that's clear so the light can get in, and you need a lid to keep the humidity high. This is actually a cupcake container that we get from Amazon, but it could be any clear container. It could be glass, plastic, whatever. If you have a lot of spores like I do here, you could load up a paintbrush and then just tap. I would only use about a 50th of what I have here. And I'm tapping and letting those spores fall all over the surface of this moist germination mix. And then I close it up. And then the last thing to do is you can store your spores. They're best stored in the refrigerator. And what I do, I just fold up the paper like this, tape it, and write the species and date on it and stick it in the refrigerator. Don't put it in the freezer, don't leave it at room temperature. They age better in the fridge. So voila, that's how you sow your spores.